Hi everyone! As we all know, in ancient China, emperors were the highest rulers, enjoying the most luxurious privileges. Today, let's explore some of the strangest imperial records in Chinese history. For example, how many wives could an emperor have? 100, 1,000, or even 5,000? I promise you'll never guess. So, let's get started. The emperor with the strangest cause of death. In ancient China, some emperors died in battle, others from mercury poisoning while chasing immortality, and a few from overindulgence in pleasure. But would you believe one emperor actually died from a drunken joke? One night in the year 396 AD, Emperor Sima Yao of the Jin dynasty was drinking and celebrating in the palace with his favorite concubine, Lady Zhang. After getting drunk, half awake, he teasingly told her that she wasn't as beautiful as before and hadn't borne him a son. He joked that he'd depose her tomorrow and find a younger concubine. What was meant to be a drunken jest terrified Lady Zhang. In ancient China, a concubine who lost the emperor's favor would be bullied by everyone in the palace, even eunuchs and maids. Fearing her fate, Lady Zhang made a bold and deadly decision. While the emperor slept, she smothered him to death with a quilt. The next morning, she pretended to discover that the emperor had mysteriously died in his sleep. The youngest emperor in Chinese history. The youngest emperor ever was Lu Long of the Eastern Han Dynasty. His father, Emperor Lu Zhao, lost many of his children at a young age, likely due to genetic issues, though ancient medicine couldn't explain it. Fearing palace conspiracies, Lu Zhao sent newborn Lu Long outside the palace to be raised in secret. When Lu Zhao died unexpectedly, the throne should have gone to Lu Long's elder brother. But the empress, fearing the brother's poor health, chose to bring the 100-day-old infant back to the palace and make him emperor. So, on February 13, 106 AD, Lu Long became the ruler of an empire at just 100 days old. The empress ruled on his behalf, but tragically, Lu Long died of illness just 8 months later, not even a year old. A truly pitiful little emperor. The longest-lived emperor. Now, from the youngest to the longest-living emperor, Emperor Qianlong, the 6th ruler of the Qing dynasty. During his reign, the Qing Empire reached its peak in power and prosperity. But in his later years, Qianlong grew arrogant, which led to the empire's gradual decline and gave rise to the most corrupt official in Chinese history. If you're interested, leave a comment. We can make a video about this infamous figure too. In 1796, after ruling for 60 years, Qianlong abdicated in favor of his son, the Jacking Emperor. However, he continued to rule behind the scenes as retired emperor. He passed away in 1799 at the age of 89, holding actual power for 63 years, making him both the longest living and longest ruling emperor in Chinese history. The emperor with the most wives. Now for a wild one, the emperor with the most wives. You won't believe it. During his 25-year reign, Emperor Sima Yan, the founder of the Jin dynasty, married over 10,000 concubines. After conquering southern China and unifying the country, Sima Yan initially ruled well. But over time, pride and luxury consumed him, revealing his lustful nature. He began by selecting 5,000 women from officials' households. Hearing southern women were gentle and delicate, he even ordered a temporary nationwide marriage ban so he could hand-pick beauties for his harem. With so many wives, the emperor faced a dilemma: how to choose whom to spend the night with. He devised a strange method: riding a carriage pulled by sheep through the palace. Wherever the sheep stopped, he would stay. Desperate for his affection, one clever beauty scattered bamboo leaves and salted water outside her quarters, things sheep loved. Of course, the sheep stopped, and she won the emperor's favor. Soon, other concubines caught on, and the clever sheep grew wise and unpredictable. The women could only resign themselves to fate. In 290 AD, Emperor Sima Yan died after a life of excess and indulgence. the most faithful emperor. After that shameless emperor, let's meet the most loyal one in Chinese history, Emperor Zhu Youcheng of the Ming Dynasty. In ancient China's polygamous society, he was the only emperor who loved one woman his entire life. His mother was a palace maid who caught the emperor's eye and became pregnant. A jealous concubine discovered this and sent a maid to deliver abortion medicine. The maid took pity and pretended the pregnancy never happened. In secret, Zhu Youcheng was born and raised inside the palace. At age 6, he was recognized by his father and made crown prince. Growing up, witnessing palace conspiracies, Zhu Youcheng came to despise the vicious struggles between concubines. He vowed to marry only one woman in his lifetime, and he kept that promise. When he became emperor, he married Empress Cheng and refused all concubines, despite officials repeatedly urging him to take more wives to secure an heir. He became the only emperor in China's feudal history to practice monogamy, one of the few wise and virtuous rulers of the Ming Dynasty. The Ming emperors had quite colorful lives. If you're curious, we can do a whole video about them too. The shortest reigning emperor. Finally, the shortest reign in Chinese history. In 1234 AD, as the Jin dynasty's capital was about to fall, Emperor Wanyan Shaoshu panicked. He gave away palace treasures to his ministers, slaughtered his horses to feed the soldiers, and tried to flee disguised as a commoner. But the city was tightly surrounded. Ashamed to become a captive king, Wanyan Shaoshu hastily passed the throne to his marshal, Wanyan Shanlin. Shanlin knew the empire was doomed and refused, but Shaoshu begged tearfully. "I'm too fat to ride a horse and fight. You're strong and agile. You might survive." Shanlin finally agreed. However, before the coronation was even finished, enemy forces stormed the city. Shanlin had no choice but to grab a sword and fight, and was killed in battle within 40 minutes, thus becoming the shortest reigning emperor in Chinese history.